Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Nelson Semedo card to review today. So as you guys know, this card and Sissoko's card were big cards to use in the beginning of the year. And obviously, when it comes to the cards that you use in the beginning of the year, when they are improved significantly, they just turn into absolute monsters in game, right? And that's going to be no different with this Nelson Semedo card because again, he was amazing to use in the beginning of the year. So, in regards to traits, he has no specific traits, but the big thing with this card is the fact that he's got the medium-high work rates, right? He's 5'10" with 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, while his preferred foot is right. Obviously, on the right side, that's going to be the best position to play him in. Now, in regards to his in-game stats, he's got 97 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. Don't need to improve it. Shooting's at 88 attacking positioning, so that's going to be interesting to see what the 5'10" height that he has. He's got 90 shot power with 91 composure. Dribbling stats for base card stats look great. Passing stats look great as well because, you know, even on his rare gold card, he passed the ball really well. So the improved stats is always going to be a welcome thing for a card like this. He's got 80 vision with 97. You know what? I'm actually taking a look at the card right now. I think the basic chemistry style is the best thing to give him because they improve him in all the areas that he needed to be improved in. Now, again, they gave him like +5 for volleys, +5 for penalties. You could have definitely put that onto the finishing. But regardless, he's getting a passing boost in the important areas that, you know, he's getting the passing boost in. He gets the ball control dribbling boost as well when his dribbling is already awesome. He's getting the much-needed defensive boost for defensive awareness, dying tackles, sliding tackles. And then they actually give him a +5 for strength as well. Because base card stats for dribbling is great. Base card stats for defending is great, but it still needs to be improved a little bit. But then the physical is amazing as well. You just got to improve the strength. So the big thing with this card, man, and it's very, very obvious, is going to be his pace, the aggression stats, and the medium-high work rates. This is going to be the type of card that you mostly want to use on stay back while attacking. However, if you use this card on balanced instructions with medium-high work rates, he will push back into position really nicely because of those work rates. It's my favorite work rate to have just because of the play style that you can play with it, right? That's why he was so good to use in the beginning of the year. It was basically him, Longley, Dembele, like those guys were all amazing to use. Let me just give this guy a nice little contract. But basic chemistry style looks like the best. I'm going to be taking a look afterwards in regards to what chemistry style makes the most sense. But the way that we are going to be lined up to test out Semedo's card is going to be the 4-2-3-1. We'll have players in the box set to high with high width. Test out the fullback. The score doesn't really matter in games like this. I just want to test out the card. We're going to have Dembele over here on the right side. It's hard to change the players sometimes. But the big difference that we're going to be doing here is these guys will tell them to get forward. So get into the box for the cross. But the Nelson Semedo we're going to keep on balance instructions, right? We're going to put both fullbacks on balance instructions because, again, we want to test out Nelson Semedo in regards to him being a good fullback. Again, with the medium-high work rates, guys, this is the type of card where you're using him as a fullback in a center back position where it's a 3 at the back formation, so like a right center back. Putting fullbacks that feel kind of like center backs in those positions is always really nice. And Nelson Semedo is going to be no different to that, right? We want to check out the base characteristics, what he's like pushing forward, what he's like aggressively coming back, what his defensive animations are like, all that fun stuff. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. I'm definitely going to unlock this card for my main team because I've been literally waiting for a Portuguese right back that's a beast because they have Cancelo, but Cancelo you have to buy, right? Whereas this card you just have to unlock through a gameplay objective. And the gameplay objective is not that crazy either. I think the biggest or the hardest thing to do is like the 5 Liga Santander win. So not necessarily a big deal there. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Oh, interesting. It's a nice team actually. I like teams like this. All right, so just making sure that it is the 4-2-3-1. Okay, perfect. You can see that his animations, like when he's like accelerating into the play, is really quick, man. Just in that situation right there, how he kind of like instantly goes into it, you know? Gameplay's not up to par either, so you can definitely tell that that's a really, really important thing to have for a card like this. Ooh, nice little first time pass right there. We'll take that. See, even with the medium-high work rates, he's not going to be aggressive, dude. Which I absolutely love. Look, even in this situation right here, like, if I push down with Dembele, yeah, okay, he'll move up a little bit, right? I kind of just like want to see a situation here where I could potentially score, and if not, I would lose the ball. Look at his positioning. You see how he doesn't really like stick up to the side there? Ah, I love it. I love it. He's not super aggressive. I love it. Look, when I start to move into the middle, that's when he starts to move to the side. And you could do like stuff like this, you know, utilize the side positions, but you'll never see anybody doing that because it doesn't make any sense to do that in this game, right? So it's going to be a card that you're mostly going to use on stay back while attacking, but you can even tell that on the balanced instruction, guys, that he's not super aggressive pushing forward. Like that Dembele situation, like it's only if I actually push him to the middle or if his off the ball movement moves him there. The next test is going to be checking out his movement coming back in the defensive areas with his medium-high work rates. Oh, dribbling is awesome. He doesn't do like heavy emphasis either. Look at that. Super responsive. Oh, so he just like tackles me like that, and it's body to body apparently. His marking in this situation is actually really good. Marks that guy the entire time, does not let him out of his sights. Nice, I like it. Oh wow, I actually scored that opportunity. Let's go, best. This Icon Moments Best card is actually really nice. Let me know if you guys want to see reviews for like the Icon Moments card, by the ways. Nicely done. Great goal right there. Nicely done, nicely done. We're gonna get a rage quit out of that. Yeah, guys, honestly, like, the way that you're gonna mostly use this card is gonna be on stay back while attacking. Like, even on the balance instruction, you could tell that he doesn't really want to overcommit. I do want to find a situation where I overcommit with him because I want to see how fast he runs back into position with just the basic chemistry style. Another interesting team. I like that this community, some people are actually like using some different teams, but usable teams at the same time. You know, like Adama Traore within there, Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema is using Cliver. No one really uses Cliver that much, so I don't know. It's a nice team. It's cool, man. Good little run right there. Might be able to score this opportunity, actually. Yeah, have to take that small little touch right there to score that opportunity. That situation right there, I did actually force the run out of Semedo for him to make. It's actually kind of nice to force a run with a player like him since he's not actually aggressive himself. Because in a situation like that, if I were to lose possession of the ball, I feel like he would actually push back really nicely. Oh, he actually almost scored that. I thought that was going to be a penalty right there. He did actually utilize his attacking positioning a little bit, but he only does it if I actually kind of like force it out of him. So either by pressing LB, not in that situation, like he just did that angled run himself. It's either by pressing LB or you just involve him a little bit more in regards to pushing him forward. He'll start to make those runs a little bit more, but you do have to do that yourself. If you're kind of like just building up the play generically, he's not going to be as aggressive, right? Nicely done, Semedo. So fast to transition with him, man. Going left and right is awesome. That quick dribbles, too, that I love, too. It's really, really nice. Again, really well balanced on balance instructions as well, because he doesn't like do unnecessary pushes, which I like. Ooh, would have been a good play right there. See, Ousmane Dembele sticking to his position, so Nelson Semedo just kind of like stays back there, right? Tackles goes back into the play instantly. You can see that the strength part a little bit was an issue there, but it's so like minimal that it was a big issue there because he's so agile that I'd rather have that than him having like crazy strength, to be honest. Because if it was like Ferland Mendy would have gotten that ball, but who would I rather prefer, a Ferland Mendy in my team or Nelson Semedo? A Nelson Semedo. Ferland Mendy is really good. Like, he's amazing because, again, he was one of the baby meta, I call him baby meta. He was one of the baby meta cards as well. It's just that, like, I love players that just feel more agile to compensate, you know? If it was good gameplay all the time, yeah, Mendy would be really, really nice. He still is, even in the bad gameplay, to be honest. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Nelson Semedo card is that his base characteristics, again, like the Sissoko card, has transferred over to this card, and it makes him amazing. Just the way that he moves around the pitch is incredible. His pace is awesome. He's super light on his feet. His freaking lean body type is super noticeable as well because of the dribbling stats that he has. You know what, guys? Because of the basic chemistry style, if you guys take a look at the boosts that you give him, the shooting ones are irrelevant. The passing ones are not that relevant either because you're not really going to notice it that much, to be honest with you guys. The physical you definitely will with strength, and the defense you definitely will as well. So I was taking a look at some of the chemistry styles that people chose here: Backbone, Sentinel, Architect. Let's check them out and see what's up. A Backbone would give him defensive stats, physical stats, as well as passing abilities. That would actually be a pretty good one to give him because I think his dribbling for base card stats and pace is already really good. The next one would be a Sentinel. A Sentinel wouldn't touch his passing, so I'm not crazy interested in that. And then the next one would be Architect, where you give him a +10 for strength. A +10 for strength. And then you give him really good passing boosts as well. You know what? That's a tough one. I wouldn't consider Sentinel unless Sentinel actually boosts his stuff really nicely. Let me see Sentinel. Ooh, Sentinel gives him +10 for strength. You know what? Yeah, I would give him a Sentinel. Yeah, a Sentinel would make the most sense because you want to make him as good defensively as possible. You want to give him that strength. The strength is needed, my dudes, okay? Just in that one situation where the guy kind of outbodied me, because Nelson Semedo is a lean body type, you want that little bit of extra strength because the pace and dribbling is already great. The passing, you're not going to notice a crazy difference, right? And then shooting, I'm barely going to attack with this card anyways, and even when he did get into the attacking positioning, he still has a 90 shot power to compensate a little bit for the 61 finishing. But you know what? I think the Sentinel makes the most Sentinel because Backbone only gives him a +5, right? It's a tough one. I think the strength would be more important, but the Backbone's not a bad one either. It's a very close one between the two. But for that extra strength, I don't know. Would that extra strength be that relevant because of his body type? Anyways, it's tough to say for the +5. I just don't think the passing is going to be that crazy. But it's a welcome one because the basic gave him how much? Basic actually gave him some stats. Okay, try him out with the Backbone first, dudes. See if you like the strength as it is, because the passing boosts could be nice, but it's not going to be that relevant. It's very tough, man. It's like a very 50-50. I would go with Sentinel because I'm not going to notice a passing boost, and I'm not going to pass that often with them anyways. I'm going to do those generic outside passes most of the time, so it's not really like that big of a deal. But, guys, do the gameplay objective card. This guy's going to be awesome in your team. Trust me. Give him a Sentinel. Give him that physical boost. This card's going to be great. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. New computers going to be coming in soon, too. So renders are going to be even faster than they are now. So, yeah, you know the vibes, boys.